Rena, hello. I'm so excited to interview today for Medium. I'm so excited to learn all about everything Lyfeshare. First, please tell me about yourself and what your work entails at Lyfeshare.
So thank you, Tammy, for this opportunity. First of all, to talk about Lyfeshare here. My name is Rena. I am a brand strategist. Really diving in with Lyfeshare specifically around strategic partnerships and, what areas and even including like PR and publications, but specifically around strategic partnerships and around the branding.
It's good to have strategic partnerships in business. If you have a team or if you're a solopreneur, strategic partnerships is always great because we're greater together, right?
Absolutely, right. That's the thing is yes, where there's the complementary and where really synergy can work. And that's what I love, is seeing the bigger picture and where things really fit in and how it can be a win-win-win is my biggest thing
Love
is
that.
taking it to that final user, right? So not just between the partners, but then to that end, customer, how it can be a bigger win for them with the synergies.
I love that you said win, win, win. I'm going to start using that one for sure.
Yes,
I
it kind
love
of
it.
came to me years ago, and I'm like, yes, it's not just a win-win for the two, it's the win for the end customer because that's what we're here for, right? That's the mission. When any, new technology solutions come out, it's about, making a solve for the end customer.
I agree wholeheartedly. Rena, could you share with us the moment when the vision for LifeShare was born?
Yes. So it came from a personal story with the founder, Michael, actually. So, like all of us, we will all be affected, right, with the passing of a loved one. His elder sister, that he is very close to, when she came through the death of her husband, and the founder was sitting with her and helping her through her scrambling for the important documents that she needed to have in place. And rather than being able to grieve the death of her husband, she was scrambling through where documents are, what is she needing to have in place. And at that moment, he was knowing that there had to be a better way. And that's when he set out to start designing a software for the solution. Yeah.
Wow, that's heartfelt. Thank you so much for sharing that, Rena. What would you say sets LifeShare apart from other legacy management and document security solutions in the market?
Yeah, so there are others here, in the market. However, this is really specific. LifeShare is specifically for end of life planning. So while there are marketplace solutions for important document uploads, this one with LifeShare being really specific around, the end of life planning, making sure your wealth and your legacy is able to be secured, and also just important family historical documents, right? Anything that is in one place, but then the really like property and the component that really makes LifeShare stand out is the technology. And that piece of it with the time release technology, whether it's time release scheduled or upon verification of death, that is the component that makes LifeShare really stand apart from any others because of the proprietary technology that they have. And so that piece of it is not only, exceptional and really, really great and cool, but it is what really makes it stand apart in that way.
Wow, the more I'm learning about LifeShare, I just think about how the price of love is grief. And grief is going to happen to all of us. And LifeShare just seems and feels and like a powerful organization that is so needed around the world and truly helpful and beneficial. And just speaking of benefits, I would love to know about some other components, key features, benefits that we haven't touched on yet that LifeShare makes valuable to individuals and families.
Yeah. So yes to everything that you just mentioned. And the biggest piece too is also just the ease of use. I mean, really focusing, it's a technology and it's for everyone, right? We all have that expiration date at any moment, right? So you never know, and so it's for all ages. However, really really knowing that the majority and the primary audience in that way is going to be more planning for that end of life. And so they're going to be higher in age. And so while it's a technology and we want to make sure we're able to digitalize this, it also needs to be easy and user friendly. And so that is a big component as well with Lyfeshare is the ease of use, bigger icons, bigger text. It is all there in place just specifically for all ages, but especially those that are in that, the retirement age, the higher age that is coming into, okay, I have my wealth, I have my legacy now. How am I going to be able to pass that on and making sure it's accessible for them?
Rena, from your perspective, how do you envision LifeShare making a lasting impact on both the business world and the community as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, life shares in envisioning, being a cornerstone of any of these conversations, which, not a lot of people want to talk about the end of life, even though,
Right,
you get your will maybe in place, you get your estate planning maybe in place, you have a life insurance policy or your retirement in place, yet, who's holding on to these? Where are they? What folder are they in? And so really being able to have um, either your wealth professionals or your insurance professionals or your legal professionals being able to have these conversations or even family conversations. And so really being able to open up to talk about, we all have that expiration date, let's talk about that end of life planning. So not only for us as peace of mind of knowing we have everything set up and secure for loved ones going, like, that will be passed on, but also for our loved ones so that they can grieve at the
right.
time that's they're actually needing to grieve rather than scrambling around. And that like takes us right back to the founder story, right?
Right. I agree. Wow. I feel like LifeShare is the best kept secret to me. And I'm so glad that I'm learning about it. And I'm just so excited to tell other people about it as well. The work that you're doing is just so innovative, powerful, impactful, and empowering.
Right.
In the digital world that we're in, technology is blooming left and right. What advice would you have for aspiring entrepreneurs who's looking to venture into tech startups?
Mhm. Yeah. So number one, it's team. So making sure you are setting yourself up with the team, right? Because you can't do it all.
Right.
For example, we have the founder that began the vision, yet, Nicole Hardy, she stepped in as the founding member and has really led building a team, which you need the board and you need your team for tech development and you need the strategy and the consulting on that side. So team is so important because you need to have that intersection, right, of different minds and different thoughts and the diversity of thought. That's so important in innovation that I have found, as well as I think there's this big, the big buzz of tech and innovation. We're going to be seeing high speed of that even more so in advancements. However, innovating for this a solution, right? Rather than just innovating to innovate. And I think some people will come into, the coffee shops and the hub, so many conversations, especially in Silicon Valley, that, they're having all of these tech ideas, but you have to come back to like, what's the mission though? And is it actually solving a true problem? And that is, for example, LifeShare, right? Like it is solving a problem that when we're speaking about LifeShare, it's people, the first question is, why isn't there something like that already? And that is when a true success story really happens, is when you're really solving a problem for a real life need rather than just wanting to innovate a new cool tech startup just to have a tech startup. I think there's a difference there.
Yes, something that's a need for sure. What's next for LifeShare? Any exclusive news you can share or anything else our audience should know about?
Yeah, I mean, right now, it's newer to the space. And so, really getting the word out, the need, and educating people on why this is so important. I think in the last 4 years, we've actually really been faced with it more in the news and just personal impacts that, it could come at any time. And it's time to actually have conversations around it, as well as, really setting up a network. So, great, we have this, you know, platform to be able to upload these important documents. However, some people might not have some of those already in place. So, okay, some people might come to Lyfeshare and say, this is wonderful. Now, how do I get a life insurance policy in place? How do I get my retirement in place? How do I get a trust in place? And so the next piece is really setting up a well, diverse network for even bereavement resources, for legal resources, for wealth resources, and really having a true supportive platform and technology for those that are coming into that end of life planning. And so that piece is what we're working on now and next. So Lyfeshare can truly be a full holistic approach to end of life planning.
Rena, it was just amazing to talk with you. I feel Lyfeshare is just so beautiful. There's tons of businesses all around the globe, but a business that really makes a lasting impact on an individual, on a family, something that is a necessity, something that is vital to a family structure, is just so imperative and resourceful, and just wow, I'm just moved to hear about all the work that you're doing, and it's so inspirational, and I'm just so thrilled to talk to people like you and hear about this innovative work. I just thank you for your time, and keep it up. Shout out to Lyfeshare. Y'all are doing amazing work.
Thank you so much, Tammy. It's obviously, again, we're going to go back to team, right? The founder, his vision, and then the team that has really come around it. The one other piece I want to make sure I add in and speak to is just when we're speaking to accessibility, is the affordability too. I mean, it's less than a Netflix subscription, right? Per month. And so being able to have this peace of
Yes.
mind for is that is invaluable.
You are awesome. Lyfeshare is awesome. Thank you to Nicole as well. I'm so excited to have interviewed you today, and I'm so excited to get this interview out.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Nicole, for setting us up. And also just, yeah, great to connect with you. Appreciate your work.
Thank you. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.
All right. You as well.